Hey there, it's BitB, and welcome out to another BitB stream. Thanks for coming out. It is Saturday, and I'm doing a little bit more Dual Destinies. So, last time that we did this, we were just getting into the mix of the next chapter, which apparently most of the... Oh, hello, funny stuff. How's it going? Now, most of, like, the really bad stuff involved with, you know, the dark ages of law. And now we know a little bit more about it. Apparently, it's just a case of both prosecutors and defenders doing nothing but attempting to try and defend, either defend their client by all means necessary or convict someone by all means necessary. How are you all? I am doing fairly good. Had a decent dinner. It was nice. And Brendan is currently playing Yokai Watch. What? Yokai Watch Blasters? Interesting. Okay, then. So let us go ahead and begin. We were about to dive into the trial, the first trial for this entire thing. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. There we go. Moving in. October 25th, 9:47 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Ah, right. And this is basically, this is one of her, like, first, like, really major cases, especially with, you know, the whole death of the professor thing at the school thing. I mean, she's had other cases before, but this is like a really major one out of freaking nowhere. Also, you know, it helps that a friend is on the line too. Anywho. My butterflies have butterflies in their stomachs. So, what's it like to have your very own case for the first time? Yeah, okay, it is the first one. My heart hasn't raced this fast since I ran that full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. Yeah, if you'd like a runner's high. No. God. I never understood runner's high. Like, whenever I go out and do running of any kind, at the end of a run, I just feel like death. Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe I'm not running hard enough. I should try that next time. Relax. Everyone's nervous their first time. Hey, you. So my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecutor is so terribly brutal. And willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. There's that the end justifies the means concept again. Now that it has come to this. Eek. I forgot about that smile. I'm just as creeped out. We have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The end justifies the means. I wish he'd stop saying that. That's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way. But, Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me... As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen, then, won't I? My, but aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you will have to learn of your own inefficacy the hard way. Inefficacy? I thought that said inefficiency, like, at first. Jesus, stop using big words. They confuse BitB's brain. Forgive me, Prof, but, Prof means... But can't we just leave it at that? Oh dear, please forgive me. It's just, I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. I do too, but... Now, if you would excuse me. Right. It's funny how, like, apparently Phoenix was kicked out of the courts for having falsified evidence, and yet... This kind of shit's happening 7 years later? Oh, nice. Thanks to him, I'm feeling even more pressure than before. Don't let it get to you, Athena, and don't forget to keep smiling. I'll be fine, and I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. So apparently we are in complete, utter... I feel like we're in the apocalypse considering the fact that Mr. Means does the whole, like, smile thing. The trial's about to begin. I'll show you to the courtroom, if you please. I should really try a Yokai Watch game. They're really fun, even though people think it's just Pokemon. I'm sure they're fun. I don't know. I've been out of the loop when it comes to, you know, RPGs and the capturing monsters RPGs or that kind of a genre for a while. Maybe one day if I'm interested in taking a look at it. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time. Okay, Mr. Wright, leave it to me. That's right, I have Apollo to back me up. Junie's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she walks free. Right. Well, the big difference between the other mock trial and this trial is that we actually have some bona fide lawyers here. So, October 25th, 10 o'clock a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 3. No, number 4. Sorry, son of a bitch. I made a guess, and it was not right.
Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods.
Athena Sykes, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay? I'll be fine.
Your boldness. I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement. Ho, ho, ho. No! This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicate it any further. Now, summon the witness. This isn't how the other trial went. Oh,
hello, Shadow. You were just playing through this case again and finished it today. Awesome.
Is there something the matter? Please do share your boldness. Whatever gave you that idea? Bailiff, please call in the first witness.
Also, you can't have the volume on, so... Oh, shoot. Wait, does that mean you cannot hear me? I feel like I could abuse that. Just like, bagel, pineapple, bagel, pineapple. And now we don't even get an opening statement. Howdy, Smugman. Detective Fulbright. He and Prosecutor Blackwell have become quite the team. Oh, right. The case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, let the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain. What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Plant. Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking. I'm on the... Wait. Blackwell, I'm on the naughty list and stole all the cookies and milk.
Guilty! You're going to the slammer for life.
He's not that literal of it. Like, I don't know. I feel... Have we ever seen the judge give anybody any gifts? I feel like that is not the case. He is given a sentencing, that's for sure.
All right. Detective Fulbright, will you please explain the case to the court?
Prof Court's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this all I have here. The victim's blood and the defendant's prints were both discovered on it. Shoot, confirmed. Shadow said, I didn't steal the cookies, Taka did it. Oh god, yep, hey, Taka just lashed out. He did it in his own time when he's not being a judge. I don't know. Anyways, Jesus. Wow, that bird can deliver evidence too? Blackwell has trained him well. Maybe Blackwell should train it not to mess up people's hair while it's at it. Moving right along. The body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood in the third-floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room.
So, then the body had been moved from the art room to the stage?
Precisely. And there's one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that a school paper reporter hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner!"
What's this? You have such a recording?
Great. It's great to hear it now. As opposed to later. Earlier when I possibly could have fought against it. Must be from the tape recorder Miriam mentioned. But why is this the first we've heard of a death threat at the moment of the murder? Shh, silence please. I would like to play the tape for you now. How was it actually said? You're a goner. That's it. I feel like that could be put out of context and that would work just as well for anything else.
It's quite hard to hear.
But the voice does sound female. So it could have been any of the females in this school. Noted. Actually, how many females are in this school? Did they mention that at one point? I don't know. The noise and low volume of the voice have made voice print analysis all but impossible.
Then you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant.
Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night, then discovered in the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved?
I think my brain's greased up. Oh, I know. Could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around.
Sorry, but no. The campus was full of students that morning. However, no reporting seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial's participants, found the body. So the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body.
Wait one moment. If all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body.
Have no fear. There is always an exception.
An exception.
The 3 mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial.
What? Then that would mean... Well, what would that mean?
Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body. In justice we trust.
I don't like where this is headed, Athena.
Me neither. And by those 3, I mean... Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods. Did I do it? Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say. Just like, who's the only woman here? Ding ding. In justice we trust, I take it everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murder was female. And out of the 3 people who could have moved the body, just one is a girl. Well, one of them could have sounded feminine, you asshole. That leaves the defendant, Juniper Woods, as the only possibility. No! Shoot. Impressive. He has you on the ropes even before any cross-examinations. You could at least pretend to be upset for me. A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. I don't do this for the money. It's all about justice. Boy, it's really nice to actually hear about a salary raise in terms of detectives nowadays. In justice we trust. Not only a half-wit, but a perennial... perennial stick to in the mud you are. I guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright.
Now, bailiff, please bring our next witness to the stand.
Right. We need to catch somebody in a lie. Oh, hi, Snake. I just imagine Scuttlebutt just constantly playing, like, you know, little Metal Gear Solid tunes in her head. Just like, dun, 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 dun.
So our first witness is a cardboard box.
Stealth mode deactivated.
Oh my, the box has hands.
Nice camera. What? Smile, Your Honor.
What the dickens? I've just had my picture taken.
Is that legal in court? I feel like you're not allowed to do that. Miriam Scuttlebutt, senior at the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge's course. Juniper's been a bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crime.
Might I ask whether you could come out of that box?
How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter.
But testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular
And suspicious as balls.
Why do we have to have a murder on the prosecutors?
A former ninja I met in the clink said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them.
Oh my! I never thought of it that way. Very well. If it would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this time.
A former ninja in prison? Holy Shinto, how can the judge believe this load of crock?
Now, your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face.
I feel like we are going to figure out who you are at some point, you anus. The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Juniper knew the script's content. But Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. Juniper has to be the killer. She had a motive, and the murder is just like her script.
The murder is just like her script? Could such a thing be true?
Compare her script with the murder case and the crime scene photos, then you'll see. Oh god, the hawk likes the box. Ah, get him out, get him out!
This is so simple even an ape posing as a decrepit old judge could understand.
Excuse me.
Only the victim and the defendant were privy to the script. Ergo, the defendant is the killer. Furthermore, in the art room where the crime supposedly occurred, the witness's script, along with an envelope on which "use" was written, were found.
How many more evidence that I have not seen yet?
This proves that the accused's script had been rejected the day before the mock trial. She pressed the victim to use her script. An argument ensued, and then the fatal stabbing.
Gulp. That makes perfect sense. What now?
Prosecutor Blackwell has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's ready. He's really on a roll now.
He's like a pit bull once it sinks its teeth into you. How dare she? My script had it all. A bum rap and phony evidence, grudges and betrayals.
I trust the defense is ready to cross-examine the witness.
I'm starting to think, like, I wonder if maybe her script might be different than the script that we actually knew about. And maybe we, like, everybody is currently being flummoxed into thinking that this one was hers when it's in fact someone else's. I don't know. We'll see how this weird little boat turns. No problem. I mean, yes, I'm ready, I think. Time to find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. I've seen it done over and over. I know I can do this. Can you keep your cool? You have never cross-examined anyone before and, by yourself. Murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. There must be places where the script and the case diverge. Okay, don't sweat the details. That kind of stress will give you wrinkles. I'm not worried. My skin isn't fair as silk.
Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate.
Oh, stop laughing at me. What did you just say? Blackwell really turned that one around on you. Whose side are you on? Hurry up and think of a clever comeback.
Whoa, easy there, Athena. Now, you listen to me. The two cases do indeed have their differences. For one, the stage hadn't yet been erected in the mock trial script, and in the actual case, there were signs indicating the victim's wrist had been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities. In any event, replicating the crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility.
Looks like I won't be passing this off as a coincidence. Let it hold burn! Try again, why don't you, pawn of woods? I freaking love this character. He's just such an asshole. And it's such a sleazeball, too. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Juniper knew the script's content. Somebody could have stolen a peek beforehand. I don't think so. I mean, I tried any number of times. Shame on you, Miriam. But that crafty she-devil Juniper has eyes in the back of her head. What chance does your average person have if an undercover reporter like me failed? Interesting point, still. Miss Scuttlebutt, won't you get in trouble later for admitting for such underhanded tactics? Why, I plead entrapment! How is you blurting out your own crime entrapment? But you haven't scooped me yet. They were all set to use Juniper's script. But Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. How do you know that Professor Court wasn't going to use her script?
There in the art room where the heinous crime took place, an envelope marked Use and Miriam's Scuttlebutt script were found. Evidently the script that was going to be used belonged to the girl in the box over there.
It's only natural that my script would be accepted and hers rejected. I introduced all sorts of brand new concepts, including bribery and fake evidence. It was a cutting-edge script portraying a courtroom battle in the dark age of the law. I can't help but feel Professor Court went out of her way not to use it. But Juniper, she used some kind of devious, underhanded tactics to get her script chosen. That's why her script, and not my masterpiece, was used in the mock trial. How's that for an explanation? Juniper has to be the killer. She has a motive, and the murder is just like her script. Anyone who saw the mock trial could have created the crime. There. After they saw the mock trial, they could have easily staged the body just like the script. Not if they had actually just premiered it at the show floor. You know, this took planning.
Objection.
Bring in Blackwell to prove right. Weary is the trial which pits Hawk against Canary.
What did you just say?
If he's so weary, he should try humming less. I bet that'd save some energy.
This is no time for jokes, Apollo. He just called me a canary.
Don't let him get to you. At least canaries pick up on things quickly, just like you. I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully. Psych Stoner. Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage the body as it is in the script before anyone knew its contents?
That's right.
Do you even fathom the intricacies that go into staging a crime scene? No, I think not. You have the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child.
Elementary school! For her friggin' faces. Reporter's testimony throws attorney Athena Sykes for a loop. The perfect caption and the perfect freeze frame. Nice camera work.
How marvelous! A photo in the newspaper is just the thing to boost your brand.
In a school paper? Seriously?
I believe you pressed the witness more than enough, Miss Sykes.
Oh, damn it. So I wasn't supposed to present anything on that one?
Now do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now, and in that fair, desperate mind of yours. Etch it deep so you may never forget.
No! No! Even my arguments get thrown back in my face! It wasn't supposed to be like this! What am I gonna do? Yeah, maybe you should actually come in and, give a little bit of emotional support here. Hello, Professor Render. I saw you in the chat.
Athena, you should just about have all the answers you've been looking for now.
Ah,
Think about it this way. If the killer knew the details of the mock trial, would they really commit the crime in the exact same way? I don't follow. Try to place yourself in the killer's shoes. I bet you'll discover an inconsistency if you do.
Oh, I get it. Thanks, Apollo. Miss Scuttlebutt, just so we're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene look just as it was in the script, and that it is beyond the shadow of a doubt not a coincidence. Is that correct?
No duh. After all, it's just more evidence of Juniper's evil she-devil ways.
No conjecture.
What'd I say? What'd I say?
Our client made the crime scene look just like the script, something known only to her. That would be not just foolhardy, but completely irrational. What do you mean?
Yes, Miss Sykes, please tell this court what you mean by irrational.
Ooh, Professor Render is working on Hat Kid 64. I actually have not heard about that. That sounds interesting. It wouldn't make any sense for Junie to mimic her own script on purpose because it would make her the culprit. Brand's asking if I'm gonna play Smash again. Yeah, I feel like I probably will, just because I'm feeling like I'm gotten into the swing of it again. So I think I'm at least gonna be doing it again next Sunday. I'll maybe mix it up a little bit more after next Sunday. I definitely need to get through a little bit more World of Light because I have been just dragging my feet on that one. The murder scene was the same as it was in the mock trial script. That in and of itself is irrational.
What's wrong with them being the same?
Yes, Miss Sykes, care to explain what you mean?
Ooh, familiar Scoot started it and you're helping to fix it up things. Sounds awesome. Cool. Brand's asking if it's going to be a World of Light stream or will I do both online too. I'll probably mix up a little bit of online too. Just because, like, World of Light doesn't take too much time. And then we can just jump into some matches and stuff. Okay, let's say for argument's sake that Miss Woods is the killer. If so, then what reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script?
That's easy. She was admitting that she was the...
That's right. If she had really done that, it would have been like proclaiming to the world that she was the killer. So what we actually have here is evidence of someone trying to frame our client. My supplies? The body was found the day of the mock trial. In short, the day the details were revealed. So it would be completely inconceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script.
Don't let it get to your head just yet.
Objection.
I would seem Justice Dono's I would seem Justice Dono's comrade in arms has finally drawn her sword.
Were you trying to say it would seem, sir?
However, the blade is dull, and it shall remain so until you master its use.
Enough with the stupid sword metaphors already!
There is a perfectly good reason for the inconsistency of which you speak.
Reason? What reason?
Must I spell out everything? You are what people today call high maintenance. The accused had intended to stop the mock trial, and in that event, nary a soul would have been the wiser to the similarities of the case in the script.
No, the mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally discovered.
Our witness here had also discovered the body. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself.
What? Miss Scuttlebutt saw the body too?
Precisely. And with the discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled.
Wait, so you didn't call the police?
Nope, I kept it secret for my big scoop.
Scumbag! You can't do that!
I made her pay long and hard penance for her sin. Did I not, my little box top?
Was she a box of cereal now?
Compared to the work of a war correspondent, the sheer terror of that was...
Jeez, I wonder what the twisted samurai did to her.
Block off all the holes in her box and spin her like a top while Detective Fulbright cackled in delight.
That sounds more nauseating than scary. Enough jabbering. Witness, continue your testimony.
Maybe he threatened to turn off all of the recorders inside the school.
Sure, Mr. Samurai. I'm ready to finish off that she-devil.
Oh, we'll see.
The witness's testimony.
What Scuttlebutt saw.
I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" When suddenly she fled into the hallway, as if she wanted me to follow her. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper, because she was wearing the costume that she had made.
Oh my god! This is early. Why did you withhold such key testimony?
What's that supposed to mean?
Athena, you haven't even started your cross-examination. I know, but her testimony points to her as being a potential suspect. Well, I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell is... No, wait. I bet he's already thought of that. The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Miss Woods' room before the mock trial. That means she, too, could have moved the victim's body. The prosecution claims no longer have any ground to stand on. Help! I'm sure he's going to turn it around like he usually does.
Now, no need to ruffle your own feathers so. When you squeak like a little brat, it agitates Taka. Do you want him to peck your eyes out?
No, thanks.
You listen here. The witness has a perfectly good alibi.
Oh yeah, I do! Around the estimated time of death. I was an undercover reporter class.
It's right near my home. Convenient for you. Yes, they did say peck. Undercover reporter class?
The proverbial rug has been pulled from under you. The witness could not be the killer.
The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug's secured to the floor.
I tried to warn you. Well, there ends the cross-examination. Let's allow the witness to step down.
Hey, we haven't actually started the cross-examination. Shut your face.
No, wait a minute.
The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little spectacle.
Yes, I do.
For whatever a man is sowing, this he will also reap.
Why can't he say, "You reap what you sow"?
Very well. If the cross-examination is over, I suppose the witness may go. Perhaps spend some time in her lovely box and recover from today's stressful events.
Yes. The box. Box is safe place. This is my safe zone. No one can hurt in the box.
Don't you worry about me, Your Honor. There's no rest for the wicked. Or journalists either. My third eye always eyeing a scoop.
She's always eyeing a scoop.
Well, back to the trenches. Bye-bye.
Someone stop her. Hold it. Oh, thank you. Not so fast, Miss Scuttlebutt. Apollo! There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? And if not, why not?
That is... No, I didn't take one.
Well, that's strange. Why wouldn't you take a picture if you're always eyeing a scoop? Did you or didn't you really see the victim's body?
It's not like I actually saw it, but...
What the devil?
Got him. Did you hear that, Your Honor? The witness didn't actually see the body. That completely overturns the prosecution's claim the witness was led to it.
Justice Dono, you dare bear steel at me again?
Oh, do you actually have a picture now?
Nice try, Boy Wonder. So what if I didn't see the body? The fact remains that Juniper led me there.
No, she didn't.
Feast your eyes on this.
Ooh, nice veil. Oh, and also the bloody thing. Damn it. What exactly am I looking at here?
It's a crucial moment, forever frozen in time by my third eye. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods.
No, it's not. No one knows who that is.
Why did you not tell me of this?
It's a shocking scoop I was saving for just the right moment. And that would be now, right here, in court. Surprise! What did I do? What did I do? All journalists keep their scoop secret until the right moment.
She's pretty brave hiding it from Blackwell like that. Also, you could probably get arrested for holding things from court. Or pretty stupid. Well, this is an unexpected turn. Athena, about this picture. See how it only shows the back of the subject? Oh, so then... Right. Who knows whether this photo shows Juniper in the first place?
A completely irrelevant point. What is relevant here is there was someone who did try to lead the witness to the body. Take a gander at this, the route by which the accused escaped.
Ah, what a nice, like, well-trained bird.
The witness pursued the accused this way after she fled the dressing room.
Down the stairwell.
The accused descended to the first floor and exited the quad. Then what, Carton Curtin?
Carton Cretin.
Then I tripped and fell, caught my knee on my own box.
She stayed under her box even while running after someone? Sounds difficult.
Recall that the body was already there, for Hugh O'Connor had already seen it. She was trying to show someone the body because she wanted to stop the mock trial.
But if the facts have changed, that's all the more reason to cross-examine the witness. Hello, Mario. How's it going? Who's more badass, Blackwell or Godo? I feel like Blackwell, just because I feel like Blackwell will kill me sooner than Godo would.
The defense has a point there. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Seems Justice Dono has saved your pretty little hide, Missy. For now, at least.
Whew, guess I pulled that off somehow. Thanks, Apollo. You're a lifesaver.
Incidentally, my compliments to the witness for her very fine box.
What?
It's Primal Cardboard, lovely selected from among many.
From Panda Inc., apparently.
Yeah.
Tell another lie or hide another fact from me, and I shall put it to the torch.
But please say anything with that.
Is it that valuable of a box?
I think it would be more eco-friendly to recycle it, but that's just me. With you in it.
No, Mario, no. That's murder. I mean, I suppose he's in jail, so whatever.
All right, Miss Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right, we got our cross-examination. Good.
I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall.
Okay. You said you snuck in, but why would you do something like that?
Because if I got a big scoop on Juniper, club membership would go through the roof. Right now, the newspaper club only has one member. Me. The club's history once I'm gone. So if the Themis Herald's brand recognition is a matter of life and death.
Her means may be questionable, but her motive is surprisingly sound. Oh, Shadow is back and has volume. Sweet.
Extra, extra! Students seeking the thrills and chills of expose journalism. Report to the club room. This has been a paid advertisement. Anyway, where was I?
Huh? Never took Miriam for such a go-getter.
Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, what are you doing?
Why would she change into that costume? The mock trial was about to begin.
How should I know? But if you don't believe me, take a look at this photo.
Right. The weird cloak.
I captured this critical moment like the gonzo journalist pro that I am. But this only shows the...
Wait, this only shows the back of whatever was flaying. Sorry, almost wrong voice.
You expect me to shoot her face when she's running away from me?
I guess you're right, but this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere.
At any rate, this photo shows Juniper was in her stage costume. When suddenly she fled into the hallway, as if she wanted me to follow her.
That doesn't mean you had to chase her.
Call it a journalist's instinct. I see something fishy, I go after it.
Boy, I'm surprised you haven't been mugged. But you never did catch up to her, did you?
A true undercover journalist gets up and dusts herself off when she stumbles.
That reminds me, didn't you fall during the chase? Where you tripped on your box?
A true undercover journalist is always ready to stumble over a great story.
Shut up. Sure are a lot of holes in your story. Or is that just the scuttlebutt brand of journalism?
A true undercover journalist always prevails against her adversaries. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it.
What would our client have to gain from leading you there?
The accused had employed her self-panned script as a manual for murder. Ergo, she had to stop the mock trial before the script's details became public. And that accounts for her desperate attempt to lead our cotton cretin here to the body.
But as we all know, Miss Scuttlebutt didn't alert the authorities. And as a result, the mock trial began as scheduled.
Objection! That's exactly my point, you scumbag. The issue here is not whether it was in fact halted. The fact remains that the accused was trying to lead the witness to the body. Does that not show clear intent to halt the mock trial?
I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made. I feel like this is probably what I need to present something on. I'm gonna save. She was wearing the costume that she had made. Gotta be something to that. You say it was our client because the figure you witnessed was wearing her costume. Isn't that a bit simplistic?
It's only as simple and clear cut as a good piece of journalism should be.
Sure, it's simple, but I'd hardly call it clear cut.
That's why I chased her.
Freaking creep. She keeps saying that it was Junie, but she didn't even actually see the body.
Yeah, but Blackwell's assertion takes that into account.
So even if I pressed her on never seeing the body, I won't be able to overturn this testimony.
Well, whoever it was that was fleeing Miriam never did see their face, so I'm wondering why she thought it was Juniper. Try thinking along that line and see what you come up with.
All right. Well, like I said, I have this suspicion that what I'm actually supposed to be presenting something on is this. I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made. What do we got in our set of information? Oh, hey. What about this thing? The stage costume. Costume Junie was supposed to wear. Glowing star pattern. All right. Let me see what we have here. Oh, interesting. Well, it doesn't have any glowing stars on it, though. That's the weird part. So I feel like this is probably what I'm supposed to be presenting.
Objection!
Yarp. Miss Scuttlebutt's sole basis for identifying our client as the figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Miss Wood's stage costume.
Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut.
No, son. That's where you're completely mistaken. This is a drawing of our client's stage costume.
Oh my, what a wonderful creation. The constellations are extraordinary.
I'm glad you noticed because those stars are precisely what's important here. In the drawing, there are constellations all over the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star on the costume in the photo.
Oh, then that means, what exactly?
Your Honor, there were no other blue costumes at the scene. Which leads me to believe that the figure in the photo was wearing our client's costume inside out.
But why would Miss Woods make a mistake like that?
Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out.
Wait, you're not suggesting...
That's right. I'm glad you're catching on. The costumes designer wouldn't put her own costume on inside out.
My scissors!
Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? That's biting, man.
Fail here as a reporter.
Oh dear, what? Hi! Why, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box.
You didn't see nothing.
Objection!
Now, I would have you stop right there, Sykes Dono. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have this court focus.
What do you mean?
Miss Juniper Woods,
Yes,
what were you doing on the morning of the mock trial?
I was in my dressing room, painting my costume in fluorescent paint.
Fluorescent paint?
My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was gonna make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent.
Flower averages are. I know you like flowers, but come on, man. What was that again? Fluoride? Did your costume have cavities?
Not fluoride, fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark.
Oh, is that your angle? Oh, fuck you.
Yes. So you applied that to the inside of the costume, and then...
I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time, so I put the costume on my mannequin inside out.
Inside out? So then...
This is a photograph of the inside-out costume taken in the dark. As you can see, there is a heavy layer of paint over the entire inside surface. If someone were to properly don this costume in this state, the wet paint would get all over their body.
Why, yes, I believe it would.
Indeed, ergo, the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake. But because this was the way it was on the mannequin, inside out.
Ah, crap.
Figures he would have a photo.
He's got something to, like, pin down every single one of our arguments, I feel like. It's like, wait a minute. Oh, so it turns out the fingerprints were faked, and the real ones were found underneath, and they're of this client here. It's like... And I'm sure he would have something else, just being like, oh, I have a photo of that exactly happened, like, you know, the falsifying of that evidence happening. It's like, how did you get this? Where did you get this? And why didn't you show this earlier? Stop it! I don't need any more, like, layers of inception going on here with this case. Oh, did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, I bet Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look. Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up. It looks like there are two buff arms right in the center there. What? Check out the chest area. It kind of looks like a handprint to me. Sir, that is very rude, and that is a woman's shawl? Hey, you're right. But Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet.
Objection! I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, it matters if master painters make mistakes. Why not a rank amateur such as the accused?
Objection!
Wow! Screw you, buddy. So basically you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up?
Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far.
Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I've thought everything through, though. Funny enough, if this is going exactly the way the mock trial did... What? You mean you've just been bluffing? What did you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing to this guy. But you're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. And that's to present some evidence. Pronto!
A showdown, is it? I gladly accept.
The fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume. And that paint should glow in dark places. So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. This piece of evidence shows who touched the costume. Alright, so somewhere where there was a glow happening. What could it be? Themis Herald Extra. Maybe something in the Themis. Oh my god! What the hell is going on there? Arf!
Take that!
I found some paint!
A school newspaper? Interesting.
Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hand in that photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint.
It is glowing. Quite brightly, I might add.
I would expect like something that bright would glow underneath, like, you know, a black light would be a good way to make something like that glow extremely bright. It's kind of where I thought this was going. This is like, if you shine a specific type of light on the thing, then it glows really, really bright or some shit out of it. But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hands for the mock trial, you may ask? The answer is he wouldn't. Not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on.
Oh, I mean, oh, that means...
What again? Judge, come on! It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client, Juniper Woods! Fluorescent painting hands... yeah, fluorescent pointing hands would be cool, though. Ooh, that would be. Especially in this courtroom. It was her classmate, Robin Newman!
What?
Great, we got somebody else to grill now. To think you were actually able to prove that. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom.
So then... does that mean that Robin is our man?
Well, that's certainly how it looks. He does seem a bit freaking crazy.
Very well. Robin Newman it is. He's here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself. I challenge you to a duel.
Yes! Yeah, imagine Phoenix with glowing hand objecting. Howdy, sir. Please don't freak out. My voice can't take it.
Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
I'm Robin Newman! So, jeez, chill out. I want to become a great artist. I practice day and night. Yeah! Oh, Jesus. It's time to... Wait, wrong game. No! That's not it. Art's gotta be sincere, man!
So for occupation, should we put down budding artist?
No! Themis Legal Academy Senior Prosecutor Course! This brace is proof of my masculinity. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years! Rip your voice in the next few minutes. Shite.
I assume you will be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave today.
I'm no janitor. Oh, man! God! Stop yelling. Stop freaking out. Also, he seems to work with paint a lot. I feel like he's probably got some kind of an excuse.
It seems the witness has finally settled down.
I guess nothing faces the judge after all these years. Yep. The judge has been through some shit. Look at those eyes. They are very sad and cold.
You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hand.
I went to see Juniper in her dressing room, but she wasn't there! When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, what? The mannequin it was on, it was about to fall on me. I got that paint on me when I caught it. But I never put it on. That's just stupid!
Hold it!
Stop cutting in. We haven't started the cross-examination yet. Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness.
Irrelevant. Well, Mr. Newman does seem particularly agitated, but,
no!
not again. What's his problem?
I sensed it the moment Ramen took the stand. The discord in his heart.
So you think he might be hiding something?
Probably. You ready, Mr. Newman? Let's see what the mood matrix can do for you. Oh, thank God, yeah. No, this is a very good idea. Maybe we can finally have just a regular old chat with the dude. I went to see Juniper in the waiting room, but she wasn't there. When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, what? The mannequin it was on, it was about to fall over. I got that paint on me when I caught it. I never put it on. That's just stupid. I feel like this is a little bit weird. When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, what? You seem kind of happy about that. Huh? Explain, sir. When you mentioned the stage costume, I sensed a sudden powerful feeling of joy. Would you care to explain, Mr. Newman? Wait, what? Well, why would a frilly scarf thing and a long skirt make me feel like that? Because you're lying about a lot of things, sir. I don't know, but you seem awfully interested in that costume for some reason. You didn't happen to put it on, did you? Like I'd be into that kind of thing. I'm a dude. I'm into braces, not dresses. You don't think Robin likes girls' clothes, do you? Oh, God. Yep, we're just cutting out the middleman on this one. No subtlety. Aw, come on. Isn't it obvious?
You're enjoying this a bit too much, Athena.
No way, man! The mannequin came falling towards me, so I stuck out my hand to stop it. End of story. That's a new piece of information. Time to run an update. Oh God, I touched his chest. Oh no! Even after that update, something just doesn't feel right here. Yeah, the shape seems a little bit weird. Do I have anything that could prove his statement contradicts what really happened? Well, yeah, again, the shape of the actual symbols here, if we take a look at it. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. The shape would be something entirely different in this case, so...
Take that!
You said the mannequin came falling toward you, so you stuck your hands out to stop it. If so, then the fingers on your hands would have been pointing outward like this. but that's not where the handprints show. In fact, this looks more like like just your thumbs and the base of your palms. Why in the world would I leave such weird handprints? You know why. You left them when you went to adjust the scarf after putting it on. Just like the model in this drawing. Whoa! Why don't you just admit it, Mr. Newman? You cross-dress! No, you did put the stage costume on, didn't you? And you really do like frilly clothes, don't you? Fine. I admit to putting the clothes on. But I don't like girly clothes, man! Why'd you put it on, then? Yes, new information to plug in. Time for another update. Right, snuck in knowing the costume was in there. Ew. Heart was pounding even though I'm a guy. I'm uncomfortable. Then I saw it. It was even more amazing than I'd imagined. I was like, whoa! I'm a guy, but I get all excited. It's true, I did put on girly clothes. But it was strictly for artistic purposes. I got a message on Facebook. If you don't put on a girl's clothes, you will die in 3 days. Would he be upset? I mean, I guess he would kind of be upset about that in some capacity. Then I saw it. It wasn't even more amazing than I'd imagine. Heart was pounding, even though I'm a guy. Seems a little bit weird that he is upset about, you know. Wouldn't you be completely excited about that if you were up for it? There, another emotion that doesn't fit. So what? You're really starting to get on my nerves, man. Is that why he shouts "man" all the time? Like, is that why he has that that character trait? Mr. Newman, you got excited when you put the costume on, but you also felt sad. Who cares if I felt sad? It's no big deal! Okay, Mr. Newman, out with it. Why did you feel sad? You're hiding something, aren't you? No! You're not fooling anyone anymore. Now, tell us why you were sad. Okay, fine! If you're gonna be that way, I'll tell you. The reason I felt sad is no matter how much I dress up, I'll never be as pretty as Juniper. Jesus Christ. Well, no offense, but for one thing, he's a guy, and real hot-headed at that. No, that's not it! I totally own those curly clothes. I should have been totally pretty! But, there's something that keeps getting in my way! Wow, that's a whole lot of anger and raw emotion right there. His heart is crying out in pain. His emotions are out of control. Out of control emotions? We saw those during the Nine-Tail Veil incident. So all we have to do is find the source of his uncontrollable anger, right? Right. Help me look for a conflict between his statements and the images we see. If we can find that, we can wrestle him away from whatever's tormenting him. Mr. Newman said that there's something getting in the way of him being pretty. Something that doesn't go with girly clothes. But what could it be? Fine, I'll testify, man! Still real noisy. Alright, let's see. Knowing the costume was in there. Heart was pounding, even though guy. True, felt powerful feeling when saw the long frilly scarf. I admit it, I wore girly clothing. I felt like a diva when I pulled the hood over my head. It felt so right. I was totally dressed up like a girl. It went down by like 5%. Okay, so the thing that's different is this one, but... Felt powerful feeling when saw that long frilly scarf. Let me try and probe this. What's causing the anger? Something happening with this thing. Let me see. Brace? Costume. Maybe the brace. I wonder. I'd like to know a little bit more about the brace. Mr. Newman, you feel a great deal of anger towards your brace, don't you? Is that what you feel is holding you back from being as pretty as you think you should be? What? Mr. Newman, the truth is, you really want to take that brace off, don't you? No way, man! This is a symbol of masculinity. I could never take it off! Hi, Thomas. You've made it in time for the screams. Is it that you can't take it off, or that you don't want to take it off? Aw, man! I should have kept my big mouth shut. This is really weird. You're telling me! He exhibits intense anger towards his brace, which he calls a symbol of masculinity. Oh, how lucky you are. But he can't take it off, even when dressing like a girl. And why is he so interested in girls' clothes in the first place? Jeez, these are many questions that I can't wear my head around. All right. I have a feeling we're on the verge of uncovering an earth-shattering secret. All the feeling that I am feeling right now is uncomfortable. Athena, you okay? No, I'm not okay. It seems Robin is still hiding a secret. A big one. Bigger than the fact he likes to wear girls' clothes? Yes, at least I think so. Nerf? No, it can't be. I just thought of something, but it's totally insane. Mr. Newman! What? I'm onto your little secret, and if I'm correct, it's not very little at all. It's huge. The uncomfort has risen to level 99. This sounds completely insane, but it's the only possibility left. Mr. Newman, or should I say, Mrs. Newman, you are, and always have been, a girl.
What? Have you lost the plot, Athena?
No, I'm completely serious. My silence was terrifying. I think it's needed here. Am I broken? Kinda. I don't have any direct evidence. But that's what Robin's heart is shouting out loud and clear.
Hold it! I still think you've totally lost it. I mean, Robin reeks of testosterone. How could he possibly be a she? I, for one, have never seen a girl who shouts like a maniac all the time. I've seen plenty of witnesses in my day, but if he's a she, then she's the most convincing actress I've ever encountered. Therefore, let me pronounce my verdict. Robin Newman is without question a man.
Hey, excuse me, you don't get to make that decision in these times. Athena shouts like a maniac sometimes. That
You are now truly Justice Dono's equal in one area. You are just as equally insane. Never in the history of this planet has there been a finer specimen of the masculine spirit.
Excuse me, sir. I think... Dude, he, does pottery. He does arts and crafts. Not that, immediately makes you a lady, but... I mean, and he also likes wearing dresses. Blackwell, you're more masculine than him. If you guys are done talking about me, I'm... Please let something just snap. I want to hear the brace just explode. And then he has like a giant rack. The brace! It's... Well, shoot.
Miss Sykes, no, allow me to call you Athena. I wanted to keep this a secret at all costs. But no!
No way!
Itchy.
Surely this must be some kind of jest.
Nope, it's for real. I'm a girl, body and soul. If you don't believe me, I'll give you a P-E-E-K.
No. Jesus. You're in the court of law, Missy.
As if.
Baka. Damn it. What an amazing transformation. Well, all the Discord's gone. The image is now complete. How about that? Can you be a reasonable human being now, please? Please and thank you.
I was raised as a boy since I was little, and I studied law just as my parents wanted. But now, this living lie that had me pinned to the ground, it's been blown to smithereens by you, Athena. Now I can stop pretending I want to be a prosecutor. I'm gonna be an artist. Yay!
You like how she has one eyelash? Just one.
Order! Order! What a shocking development! He really did turn out to be a she!
Why is everyone looking at me like that? Teehee, I feel like a movie star.
So I feel... Okay, you're inflating the ever-loving hell out of it at this point.
But no paparazzi, please. I value my privacy. O-K-A-Y. Rah, no pics or you'll regret it, man!
I feel like you're also slightly bipolar, but, you know, whatever. Am I just imagining things, or is Robin even more hyper now than when she was a he? I don't know. Maybe it's because she's finally got her troubles off her chest. Literally.
This is all well and good, but does he being a she actually change anything?
The fact that the witness is actually a girl does change things, because there's now a piece of evidence that we must reevaluate. Isn't it awesome she still goes to her man persona? Well, I mean, Robin is, like, sort of a kind of, you know, multi-sexual kind of, name. It could be, like, either one.
Very well. Let's see what the defense has for us now. What piece of evidence must we reconsider now that we know the witness is a girl?
The tape recorder, sir.
Take that!
This is what I'd like to, the court to reconsider.
Oh, the tape recorder. The one that recorded the threat, "You're a goner."
That's right. And we have already established that it's a female voice in the recording. Of all the students who could have moved the body before the mock trial was to start, our client was the only female if you exclude Miss Scuttlebutt because of her alibi. And that is why the tape recorder made our client the prime suspect.
Oh, so then...
Robin Newman, most confusing character in all of Ace Attorney. Nothing can change your mind. Also, here's another fun thing. Robin Newman. I understand that last name now. That's right. The witness just revealed that she's a girl. Therefore, if we are using the voice in this recording as the basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labeled a suspect too. Oh no! Also, she was robbed of her femininity. Ah! Waka waka.
Wow, talk about a sudden turn of events. You've done it. You found a hole in one of the prosecutor's key pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but wow, that was a lot of work for a single one.
Objection.
And yet he's still cool-headed as always. Just
Not so hasty now. You're forgetting that the only one person here was privy to the script. Ergo, Miss Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect.
Objection.
But Miss Newman hid the fact that she was a girl, both at the crime scene and in court. I'd say that puts her in camp suspicious.
Dick, that's not nice, Athena. How can you accuse me of being a killer? I mean, I'm just a weak, innocent little girl.
Just thinking about that murder makes me... Oh, don't you do that. You were full of testosterone like 5 minutes ago.
Objection.
Suspicious is as suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness does have some sort of connection to this crime. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely feigning ignorance.
Faints, then gets back up roaring. That pretty much looks exactly like what's happening.
We can surmise that she lent support to the principal's offender, Juniper Woods. By leading Miss Skullbutt to the body, that would make her an accessory to the crime.
How can you say that? I'm not an accessory to any crime, Mr. Birdman.
Objection.
Birdman! In any event, with the witness as an accessory, it explains quite a bit, does it not?
Objection.
Eep. He made it all make sense somehow! And he'll keep accusing Judy unless we can show someone else knew the script's detail. But how could someone have gotten their hands on that kind of info? The only way they could have known what was in the script was if they saw the mock trial, heard it from Junie, had penned the script. This is interesting. Okay. No, not saw the mock trial, because the mock trial happened pretty much after the murder. Heard it from Junie. Had penned the script. I mean, if somebody had heard it from Junie, that would be one thing. That would put Scuttlebutt back up onto the pedestal, that's for sure. Pen the script. But I mean, that would basically mean that we're pointing at Junie again. We don't want to do that. The only way I could see this, going our way is if they had heard it from Junie. Sorry, Junie, but you're not gonna like this. Our client may have leaked the script's details to someone.
What the devil?
And I know he shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back.
Miss Woods did not want Hugh O'Connor to win the mock trial. That's why I believe she leaked the details to the witness, Robin Newman.
I get it. If Robin won, Hugh wouldn't be able to confess to Juniper.
Right. Junie was probably trying to keep their friendship from becoming awkward. Sobs. Oh, God.
How could you, Thena? What a bunch of bull! I never heard a word from the
Script from Juniper. Never, ever.
Objection.
Yes, sure. Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't?
B.A.D. Athena. You don't have any evidence.
Swoon. Jesus. This is again, I say three-word circus a lot, but it just feels like we keep coming back to the circus over and over and over again. Except it always has different animals somehow. Actually, we might have just the thing. Really? Yeah, one of Robin's lines I read when we were reenacting the mock trial.
Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Forehead, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo?
Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. Robin said, "Oh, the green sweatshirt."
S-U-R-E. I might have said that, but so what?
Well, think of it this way, Athena.
Yeah, which way exactly?
If I told you that I'd be wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I've got on now, what would you say? Oh, the red suit. I think I've got it. Mario's saying, I think the going letter by letter is supposed to be emphasizing, like, bad Athena. Yeah. Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Miss Newman knew the contents of the script. The defense moves to present said evidence to the court.
Very well, Miss Sykes, present away.
This evidence proves that Miss Newman had prior knowledge of the script's contents. Okay. Which one of these things specifically says something about the suit? I forget. There's the arrow. Holy shit. Extra edition of school paper. I actually don't remember which one of these things it's which one of these things said it. Unceremonious cancellation. No. Oh, mock trial script. Here we go. Here, let me see. Murder weapon wasn't all. Arrow was inserted. Actual murder scene. Floor. Body was dropped from 3rd floor. Storehouse then used to move the body. Archery club's room was good view. Quad. Buy with school festival funds. If I borrow one from the archery club, it could give away part of the script's plot. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor's course. All right. Well, there's another outfit thing. Ooh, I think that might have something to do with it.
Take that!
The mock trial script?
Miss Newman, during the mock trial, you were shown a photo of the victim's body. And reportedly, you reacted by saying, "Oh, the green sweatshirt."
Oh, yes, I said that. What's your point?
You seem to have some issues with the green sweatshirt. Sweatsuit, rather. Son of a bitch. I've said shirt several times, I feel like. And I think I know why. The proof is in the script, specifically on the Things to Prepare page. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. You were surprised because the sweatsuit in the photo was green. But if you didn't know about the script's content, then that shouldn't have surprised you! No! Faint. I thought we were friends, Athena! How could I have been so blind? In light of her privileged knowledge, I move to declare Miss Newman a suspect, Your Honor.
Did you what?
Yes, sir. At the very least, you were somehow involved in it.
If knowing script details makes me a suspect, then there must be others beside me. I mean, someone else could have also seen Professor Court's notes.
Note? What note?
The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare for the mock trial, but only one copy of the script was made to prevent it from being leaked.
But that gets kind of inconvenient, right? You're not seriously going to suggest...
Eek, but it's the truth, Prof. Court did do exactly what you're thinking. She didn't write down any of the proceedings or the truth behind the case, but she did write a note to herself about the props and details about the victim's B.O.D.Y.
Is this really true, Miss Newman?
If you don't believe me, send the police over to my house. Tell them to check the pictures on my camera. I thought it might give me an advantage.
So I took a picture of the note. Scumbag. I'd say she's telling the truth.
Wait a sec.
If there's a note with details about the body, then that means there are others who could have made the murder look like our client's script.
Yes, I believe you're right.
Yeah, what do you say to that, Mr. Emo? Apparently, this case isn't as clear-cut as Prosecutor Blackwell would have us believe. This new revelation blasts a big fat hole in the prosecution's case.
Oh ho ho! Bully for you, Missy, but don't think this spells victory.
And why not?
The battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn. Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeit. So put away your wooden sword. And show me what you are truly capable of if you wish to live.
Don't sick your freaking bird on me. You want it? Don't worry. I'm gonna bring it. Who's the next, who's the next person on? Oh, God. Hi, O'Connor. You're not a girl, too, are you? I hope not.
I already said I wanted nothing to do with this trial. How juvenile. It is not a matter of what you want, for you will cooperate, Hugh O'Connor. Prosecutor Blackwell, why have you called this witness? You will recall that the day before the mock trial. In short, the day of the murder. The accused testified that she left for home at around 6 o'clock p.m. Yes, my notes here do confirm that fact.
Right, our client wasn't at school at the estimated time of death, so she couldn't be...
Objection.
What?
Yet that was but a
God damn it. Felicitous? Is that the word? Jesus.
lie. Or am I mistaken, Golden Boy? I've no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Do not anger the murderer.
Hold, I am not through with you yet.
Seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. A flapjack lie.
Leave and we just might discuss you know what. No, wait.
One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it. What's that all about? Hidden shit. The Dark Ages of the law. It's happening.
I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. Are you sure, Mr. O'Connor?
Oh, he's such a pretty boy.
The word of a genius is as good as gold. Let's get on with this. Hugh O'Connor, a senior at Themis Legal Academy, lawyer course. How's that? Just fine. Your testimony, then, if you please. You're up against the top of the class now. I'd be careful if I were you.
I know Junie would never lie like that. That pompous schoolboy won't know what hit him. You keep telling yourself that. But he's the cool kid in school.
To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range till 7 o'clock p.m. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home, and that's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Take your cool shorts and put them away, sir.
That is quite enough. Well done, Golden Boy. The final bell rings at 7 o'clock p.m., at which point the campus is a desolate place. Now, you will recall the tape recorder. We know the time of the voice recording. It was 7:10 p.m., the day before the mock trial. That was the dark hour of this heinous crime.
Do you have any proof of that?
As its final bell, this school plays a special broadcast when the clock strikes 7. The female voice on the tape appears 10 minutes after that broadcast. The killer waited until the school was empty to spring her devious and deadly trap.
I don't see any way we could fool that unless we know that the bell means several other things.
So, when the witness saw the defendant, that would have been... Indeed.
It was 5 minutes after the voice was captured on tape in the art room. Ergo, we know that the accused was still in the main building, even after the killing. So, the time of the murder and the time of when the body was moved.
Great! Another inconvenient testimony. It's not like we didn't see that one coming. We're the defense attorneys. It's always difficult for us.
Miss Sykes, your cross-examination, please.
We got this. Again, pretty boys going down.
To get mentally prepared for the mock trial,
I meditated. Jesus, I don't know why, but I keep wanting to say immediately for that. It just looks like the words just blend together. Anyway,
I meditated at the archery range till 7 o'clock p.m.
So, do you meditate often? Weird question, but
Don't tell me you're going to start pestering me too.
what's that supposed to mean?
No need to play dumb with me. All the girls want to know about my private life.
Well, I will remind the defense that this is a court of law, not a pickup spot.
Seems Miss Fancy Pants' lawyer is smitten with the witness.
How you say that? Objection! 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 I'm just trying to establish the witnesses.
If you must know, I never go a day without meditating. Satisfied now, stalker girl?
That's it. You better take that.
Whoa there, Tiger. Just take a deep breath and relax. I'll just continue my testimony now, if you don't mind. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home, and that's when I saw Juniper.
Our client has stated she went home at 6 o'clock p.m. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her?
Yes, I left school at around 6 o'clock p.m.
You're saying that's a lie?
No, wrong. I don't know what she was doing, but Juniper was definitely at school after 7 o'clock p.m. But I suppose neither side can prove one way or the other.
But if Junie was there, that means she's lying.
Truth be told, I only saw her for the briefest of moments. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self.
So you just walked past a good friend, barely saying a word?
The final bell had already rung. They get mad when you stand around chatting. Then again, we're not like you people, talking endlessly in those annoyingly loud voices.
Shut up, that's my main character quirk. Annoying loud voices? I'd like it if you refrained from insulting my partner like that.
Normally I'd shout objection right about now, but I'll take this one for the team. Anyway, I think that's about all I have to say. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Good question. Alright, I'll take you up on that kind offer.
I expected as much, so go ahead, ask away.
Mr. O'Connor, I want to ask you, did you go to the art room? Why did you stay past late bell? How did you prep for the mock? Okay, so I don't want to go right into it, because I feel like that would be a bad idea. It's like, did you go to the art room?
Oh no, of course I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the end of that. Let's just try and get some kind of alibi, like an understanding of what he did. Why did you stay past the last bell? How did you prep for the mock trial? I think I'm gonna ask what he was doing after the last bell. Why would an honor student like you ignore the last bell?
I wouldn't say ignored it. I was simply running a little late.
Do you remember exactly how late?
You're a stickler for details, lady. But if I had to say, it was maybe about 10-15 minutes. If you think it's that important, I'll add it to my testimony.
I was hoping you'd say that.
The final bell had rung 10-15 minutes earlier. No biggie.
Okay. Do we got anything to counteract that one? A woman can be heard shouting, "You're a goner," recorded in the art room about 7:10. I mean, I guess technically speaking, we could try and bring the tape recorder up on this. Because that's kind of the same discrepancy. I mean, well, wait. When does he leave school? Does he leave at 6 or 7? My brain! I feel like the time discrepancy is a bit too strong for this. I'm going to try and use this.
Objection!
Wrong! This piece of evidence clearly reveals the inconsistency in the witness's testimony.
I've been doing this far too long to be fooled by such nonsense.
And I really tried hard that time, too. Your Honor, can I at least give credit for trying?
Very well. I hereby award Miss Sykes the court's Wasted Effort Award.
No!
Where's the love?
Maybe I was supposed to... Final bell would run 10... Maybe I'm supposed to be pressing this.
Hold it!
You ignored the last bell for no reason? Shame on you!
No, shame on you. Pressing me for no reason.
Ugh.
Well, people do run late sometimes. Like you on the day this whole case began.
Ah!
It appears we have a culprit in the case of the pot calling the kettle black.
Ecto, Your Honor. Now what? Ask another question? Alright, fine. Fine! Alright, how did you prep for the mock trial then? Please tell the court what you were doing on October 23rd, the day before the mock trial.
Huh. That's an easy one. Nothing in particular.
Nothing at all? You didn't help with the preparations?
You don't get it, do you? I was merely playing the role assigned to me. I left the preparations and the like to others. My job was to be mentally prepared.
Junie put her heart and soul into getting things ready while he just sat on his behind. Yeah, he's a scumbag. Which part of this did you not get?
Just to reiterate, I spent most of the 23rd meditating at the archery range. I didn't talk to anyone until the school closed at 7 o'clock p.m. I suppose a few archery club members did come and go while I was there.
But you didn't talk to anyone? Not a single soul?
That's right. I didn't say a word to anyone till the final bell at 7 o'clock p.m.
I see. This is crucial information. Please add it to your testimony.
I don't know if you're bluffing, but if you are, you have a pretty good poker face. I didn't talk to anyone until the final bell. I'd been meditating alone at the archery range.
Let's see if pressing this does anything. You really didn't talk to anyone?
Well, I did exchange a few greetings, but what does that matter?
So he didn't have any conversations the entire day? Methinks that claim needs a little more scrutiny. But what should I do? Is there anything I should ask in more detail? Well, okay, did you go to the art room? Let's see if we can get any more information about that. Did you stop by the art room, or, as it's now known, the scene of the crime?
No, I didn't.
Can you prove it?
As much as I'd like to say I could, I can't. But let me ask you, can you prove that I did?
As much as I'd like to say I could, I can't. But I will ask, how often do you visit there?
Hardly ever. There's no reason for me to be there anyway.
There's no reason for you to be there?
Is there an echo in here? If something's bothering you, I'll just add it to my testimony.
How considerate. Thank you for noticing. Let's add your statement to your testimony.
Ooh. Oh, let me add, I never went to the art room. There was no reason for me to be there.
Ooh, okay, that sounds like something I could present stuff to. But what reason would he have for going to the art room? Let me think about that one. Why would he want to go there? Why would he have a need to go there? Himself. Extra edition of the school paper that covers mock trials. don't think that would have anything to do with it. The mock trial script. Maybe there's something in here. Here's the information about this stuff. The things to prepare thing. Buy with school festival funds. Arrow. If I borrow one from the archery club, it could give away part of the script's plot. Maybe this has something to do with it, because if they needed some kind of an arrow, he might have delivered it in some capacity. Though it says that if they borrow it from the archery club, it could get away part of the script's plot. So, that might not be a thing. But I'll keep that in mind. The arrow that pierced the victim's side, stained with blood. Doesn't look like there's anything I can check on that. School paper with malicious scoop. Let me see. That doesn't look like there's anything to do with the art room. Ooh, court's planner. Anything in here about stuff? 22nd, routine report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. Oh, meet with Hugh about that report yesterday. Important. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Hey, how about that? I think that's actually something interesting. So let me go find that one statement. Let's see. Where is it?
Hold it!
Here. It looks like you did have some conversations with people. You have no reason to be in the art room? Really?
The lawyer course I'm in is supervised by Professor Means. Plus, I'm not a member of Professor Court's art club, so why would I even go there?
What about art class?
Nice try, but seniors don't take art class.
All right, then let me ask you.
Wait, I just remembered something important.
You did?
I scored only 100% on all the art tests I took through junior year. That's it.
Scumbag. Right. Always happy to indulge in some ego stroking. Anyway, what do I ask now? All right. Let me see. Which one of these statements was about, like, you know, talking with other people? Let me see. Nothing at all? So apparently you did nothing,
Meditating at the archery.
Suppose a few archery club members did come and go. But you didn't talk to anyone? Not a single soul?
That's right.
I see. Add that to your testimony, sir.
I didn't talk to anyone until the final bell. I'd been meditating alone at the archery range.
Did you? Because we have a planner that says otherwise.
Objection!
Haha! So you didn't talk to anybody on October 23rd? Are you sure about that?
I already told you. My word is as good as gold.
Okay then, how do you explain this? And don't spare any details.
Sorry, never seen that before.
This is the victim's planner. She recorded all of her plans in great detail. Take a look at this page here. It reads, 23rd, meet with Hugh, and important. Don't you find that interesting?
What? Where'd you get that?
The key word here is important. You say you were at the archery range all day. But you also said a few students came and went while you were there. That doesn't sound like a great place for an important talk.
But the entire campus was buzzing with activity before the mock trial. Where could they have possibly had a private conversation?
I thought about that too, but the situation changes after the last bell.
What's this now?
The witness stayed after the last bell in order to have a private talk with the victim. Am I right, Mr. O'Connor?
This is insane. Must we go through this yet again? I suppose you also have no evidence as usual.
No, I don't have any direct evidence. However, the witness was meditating until after the last bell. and he attempted to conceal his private meetings with the victim.
First Robin, now me. Who are you going to accuse next? You're just another unscrupulous attorney looking to get ahead.
Don't let him get to you. He's definitely hiding something. I mean, he was supposed to meet with the victim around her estimated time of death.
I had my suspicions about Robin, but Hugh seems just as guilty. These three are the only possible suspects, after all. Mr. O'Connor, answer me this. Did you meet with Professor Court that day?
Sorry, Mr. Jailbird Prosecutor. I don't mean to steal your thunder, but I have something to say. If it'll save me some trouble, then by all means, speak away. If you would recall, Miss Sykes, the voice on the tape recorder was female. Knowing that, I'd like you to explain how I could possibly be a suspect.
Oh, he has a point. Again, do you have womanly screams?
Impressive. Golden Boy here does shine gold indeed. Care to take the reins? You're more than capable of prosecuting this case.
That seems like career suicide, sir, but all right.
Sorry, but... Sorry. Sorry, but I'm studying to be a lawyer. What a pity to think such genius is to be wasted on mere lawyering.
He's sweating.
At last, your moment is here, Sykes Dono. Time to refute Golden Boy's statement. And prove that you're the young prodigy worth of the badge on your lapel.
Could he lay any more pressure on?
The voice is unmistakably female, so there's no point in arguing about that.
Yeah, you're right. In which case, to whom does the voice on the tape really belong to? The witness. The victim. The defendant. Alright, well, let me go ahead and save real quick. What's the gist of this? You know what? I had a thought about something. Let me go over that tape again. A woman can be heard shouting, "You're a goner," recorded in the art room at 7:10 p.m. on the 23rd. You know, the victim's a woman. And at the end of the day, if both of these two were about to have some kind of a meeting of some capacity, I feel like there is a chance maybe she might have screamed, "You're a goner," in some capacity before the deed was done. And if that's the case, I think it might have been the victim. The voice of the tape belonged to the victim. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Objection!
Are you mad? The voice on the recording says you're a goner. That is something a murderer shouts at their victim, not the other way around.
Yeah, that is a problem. You're a goner. You're a goner. You're a goner.
Athena.
You're a goner. You a goner. Hugh O'Connor. Wait a second! Whoa, Athena, you're scaring me here. You're scared? I'm terrified for even coming up with this.
With what?
Prosecutor Blackwell, you wanted to know if I am worthy of my badge. Well, I'm about to show you why. Despite my age, I'm able to proudly wear this at all.
Then, can I take it you won't be changing your argument? Still, it sounds that it's a bit odd for the victim to be the one yelling, "You're a goner."
I agree, if that's what the victim was saying. But it's not.
I assume you have something to back up your assertion, Miss Sykes?
Not exactly. But you don't have to add fuel to his fire, Your Honor. It is... Okay, if it is indeed Professor Court's voice on the tape, then she was shouting this because she was threatening O'Connor. being threatened by O'Connor, scolding O'Connor. I don't think this was some kind of a threat in some capacity. This could be a combination of a lot of things. You know, I feel like if it was something important, I feel like this is probably a scolding kind of thing. I don't think she would have threatened him in this state. Are we just going to pin the blame right now? I'm going to say being threatened. "You're a goner" was a threat, the witness shouted at the... Oh, wait, shit.
As has been mentioned countless times, the voice in the recording is female. How the devil do you reckon it belonged to the witness?
Oh, right.
I'm confused how you could be confused about that, so without further ado, a penalty.
Damn it. Again, I see what we're going for here, but it's one of those situations where a lot of these things could be the proper one. Okay. I know what's supposed to be happening. It is, okay, if it is indeed Professor Court's voice on the tape, then she was shouting because she was... Okay, scolding was my next option. I would like to call one basic fact into question. Is that shout on the tape really saying, "You're a goner"?
What are you up to now, Athena?
Professor Court's planner says she was supposed to meet with the witness for an important talk. Perhaps our witness, despite being a genius, had done something wrong. And this made Professor Court get angry with him during their private meeting.
I don't see how this changes what we heard on the tape.
Well, if you want to see how it changes things, then let's try a little experiment. Your Honor, I want you to yell at the witness as if you're mad at him. And this is important, use his full name.
Oh, okay, let's see. Hugh O'Connor!
What did I do to deserve that? Yes, like that. Now, try again, but faster.
Hugh O'Connor! Hugh O'Connor. Wait a second! No, this can't be!
That just sounded like he was throwing up. Yeah. You think I'd spend the energy to lead you this far if it wasn't true? But it is, Your Honor. Humans are not perfect. That's a scientific fact. We sometimes mistake shadows for monsters, or the wind for voices.
Now that you mention it,
You can do this, Athena. Just give the old guy one more little push. The voice on the tape recorder was never "You're a goner." That's only what we thought we heard, when in fact, it was the witness getting yelled at.
You
Son of a bitch. The court will note that this is different from the selective hearing men are so good at. I think you're right, but what was that last part again? Never mind. The important thing is that the voice that was recorded isn't our client's. And since it was the victim scolding the witness, he must now join the list of suspects.
I had thought that testimony would suffice, but it seems it has come to this. I will now not allow such fallacious quibbles to upend this court. The prosecution has one final piece of evidence to present to the court.
Evidence? What's he gonna pull out now?
Feast your eyes on this photo, and let me see that insolent look vanish from within them.
Oh, boy.
Let's see here. Oh, it's a picture of the defendant and the victim.
The photograph shows professor and student preparing for the mock trial together.
Wait, was this taken in the art room? The room where the murder occurred?
Indeed it was, but the revelations do not end there. Do you see the clock on the wall? It reads 7:05, a mere 5 minutes before the voice was recorded on the tape.
What?
The accused brutally stabbed the victim to death 5 minutes after this photo was taken.
That's just your opinion. I don't...
It seems the defendant's culpability in this crime is quite obvious.
Junie was with I hate the fact that is abbreviated. Professor Court just 5 minutes before she was murdered. What now? Nothing I say can change that fact.
Understand now. You can believe in your client, all wish, but try as you might. Such misplaced faith will inevitably be cut down before the cruel, steely blade of truth.
Yeah. Prof. Kurt. Exactly.
Listen, Missy, the person you'd like to save more than anyone else in the world, I'd be willing to wager that your defense isn't what they desire.
But I became a lawyer so I could...
You still fail to understand after so much pain and defeat? The courts are not for the play... Wait. The courts are not the play yards of little children dressed as lawyers. So before you break your back in failure, run along home and grow up.
I really wish she face planted there. It's like, just smoke coming out of the back of her head. If he thinks I'm giving up now, he's got another thing coming. I have to find my inner strength if I ever hope to save him. But I can't think of any way to strike back. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. That's impossible. How could I smile under these circumstances, even if I forced it?
This is badder than bad. Who knew Blackwell had that one waiting in the wings? Why didn't that twisted samurai just present it at the beginning?
Wait, maybe this was his real plan? Was he just trying to show me how weak and powerless I am? Have we not, put together that these people are scumbags yet? I think we have deduced this a long time ago. Maybe he's right, because I really haven't got a clue. Who's the real killer? Who murdered Professor Constance Court? Robin Newman, a girl who'd been forced to live a lie as a guy. Or was it Hugh O'Connor, the honor student who had met with Professor Court?
There seems to be little reason to debate the defense's guilt any longer. The time for a verdict has come.
Who is yelling object? Wait, it's not you. It's not you. It's not you! Oh. No! That's not gonna happen, man!
What's the meaning of this? You can't interrupt a judge about to hand down a...
Maybe, but false verdicts are a no-note.
Well,
Miss Newman, please explain yourself. Juniper's not the killer. I know because I know who the real killer is. You do? You know who the real killer is? What is she up to now? Stalling for time, apparently. Yep, I know because the real killer is... me? Why would you admit that? What? It was me! I did it alone! Just me! I don't get it. Why is she confessing?
Miss Newman was witnessed near the stage. There's even a related photo of her. The more I think about it, the more suspicious she seems. Oh, conveniently, my brain is starting to lean towards you just because somebody said it. Oh.
Robin Newman isn't the kind of guy who pins the blame on friends. Just so he can walk free! Get it over with! Declare me guilty already! Oh my god, wait. Oh, don't do it. Oh, what?
Please, wait.
Juniper, what are you doing?
Thank you for all you've done, Thena, but you'll have to forgive me. I can't let my friends take the blame any longer.
Junie, no! Don't do it!
You and Robin have done nothing wrong. They have absolutely no connection to this case. The real killer is me.
I alone am responsible for the entire crime.
What?
Objection!
Why? Junie, you know that's not true. Hurry up and retract your statement.
I'm afraid it is true. Forgive me, Thena.
I am Spartacus. Yes, funny stuff. Oh, gee, I wonder if we're going to have somebody else suddenly yell an objection here.
Hold up, order. Will somebody please explain what's going on here?
A farce, Your Honor.
I see right through your cheap ploy. School rules state that a prior conviction terminates one eligibility to graduate. A guilty verdict here would make whatever dreams one had go up in a puff of smoke.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I never went to this school at all. In fact, how did I get here?
Even meek little mice will fall when cornered. A pitiful spectacle, I might add. These vermin are trying to protect each other now that they've nowhere else to run.
Protect each other? Wait. So was Robin just trying to protect Junie too? If so, then the real killer is... Objection! Yep. Here we go. Hi.
This whole thing's a joke.
Uh-oh, now it's Hugh's turn.
What is wrong with kids these days? Goddamn millennials!
I know what just crossed your minds, Miss Psyche.
Ooh, gee, point that away, please.
You think I'm the killer, don't you?
Wow, he really is a genius. He even knows what you're thinking.
I think it's about time I told you the truth. And I'll even get right to the point. It was me. I did it.
Wait. What? Well, okay, then we're gonna say this was a collusion for murder for all three of you, and you're all going to be arrested. Now both potential suspects are claiming to be the real killer. I am so confused right now.
If you still have doubts, how about I detail my murder plot? It's absolutely genius.
I'm surprised those shackles haven't broke so far.
Enough of this nonsense! This is a court of law, not a set of some high school drama.
It is now, sir.
I see I have no choice. I'm afraid I'll have to... Wait, your baldness! I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm in no position to hand down a verdict just yet. I'm hoping that the defense and prosecution can come up with some airtight evidence. That is why I am giving you both the rest of the day to continue investigating this case.
Pinch me, I think I'm dreaming.
Fine. Do as you wish.
This brings today's proceedings to a close. Court is adjourned.
Angels on high have come down and given me 3 idiots. To be continued in the next stream of Ace Attorney. Let's go ahead and save here, and we're going to call that. Oh my god. All right. This is very slowly becoming one of my favorite cases just on the ridiculous factor. Oh, hey, we're back home. Order relief. Any hoop-de-doo. I think we are, again, like I said, we're going to head off, and I'm going to... What am I doing? I don't even know. My brain, I'm very scatterbrained after all that nonsense. Let's just go ahead and start with the, the outro stuff. So thanks everybody who jumped into the stream to watch me play this game. I appreciate it a lot. If you want to take a look at this stream after it's done, I'm going to be uploading it. Honestly, I did pretty good this time around. I had very few failures, so this one I'll probably get uploaded with very few cuts in it. But I'll be uploading it to the YouTube channel after it's done and after I'm ready to upload. After a very long backlog is finally, uploaded there, which should be getting to the YouTube channel pretty shortly. Hopefully, if my plans hold through. Now, I stream on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays, all of them starting at around 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, like Brennan said, we are going to be playing a little bit of Smash tomorrow. Now, I'm going to be doing some World of Light, and depending on how long that goes, I might also do some online as well. Just because that's been fun to do as of late. Like, I put it away for a little while, but I brought it back, and I really enjoyed my time playing that one. So there's that. That's going to be happening. At some point, I have to do a Hat in Time mod special. They're starting to kind of pile up, so I need to get around to that. There's that. I have been playing PC Building Simulator. There's another thing, because I've got a thing for PC parts. Random VR types of streams, random roguelikes, and I've really been itching to dive back into 20XX, just because I just started playing it recently. But that's a game that I really feel like I want to do on the stream, almost strictly. I don't know. I don't know if you would miss anything, any of the action, if I were to just play it by myself for a while. Who knows? Okie dokie, I'm heading off. Again, thanks for coming out. See you next time.